everybody, I am Nate here with your notorious news update today, and I'm going to bring you a roundup of the weirdest but wonderful news from recently. Okay then, first, and residents in California were shocked when they saw an aircraft larger than a football pitch in the sky. The enormous plane looks like something out of a sci-fi movie and is the world's largest plane with a wingspan of 385 feet wide. Now the plane has 6 engines and it looks like 2 planes fused together. Now, it's not flown very often, hence why it was a surprise for people. And the reason it was seen was due to the company that owns the plane conducting test flights. It's certainly a sight to behold. Next, and a baby seal recently wandered into a beer bar in New Zealand, much to the surprise of customers. Now, the seal bobbed its way through the front door with staff thinking that it was a dog. Now, the seal made its way around the tables and then hid under the dishwasher in the kitchens, refusing to come out. Now, staff tried pizza as bait with the seal, but this did not make it budge. However, someone suggested salmon, which the seal was tempted for, coming out from its dishwasher hiding spot. Now, it was a baby seal, so people have joked that it is well below legal drinking age, and they're not wrong. However, I can't imagine a seal wanting a pint, and I think they'll prefer a piece of salmon like this pup did. Moving on, and 2 bears were recently caught on camera inventing a seesaw. The bears found a fallen tree branch and instead of playing with it, the pair of bears climbed onto opposite ends. After climbing onto opposite ends, they then shifted their weight and used it as a seesaw, moving up and down. Now, according to an animal expert, this behaviour is very much like their personalities, as young bears are very curious, playful, and love to test objects in their environment. How sweet. Okay then, moving on now, and let's have some more animal news and talk about the first ever giant panda cub, which was recently born in Indonesia. Now, it's the first ever giant panda cub which has been born in the country and was shown off in recent footage. Now, the birth is after Indonesia and China partnered together to protect giant pandas. The animal park says that both mother and cub are healthy. Watch this. Next, and hundreds of thousands of strange jellyfish-like sea creatures washed up on a beach in Bournemouth in the UK recently after a storm. Now, the unusual animals look like small blue discs with a tiny sail on top of them. They're hardly ever seen and are very mysterious creatures and are related to the venomous Portuguese man-of-war jellyfish. Now, a resident of the area said he's lived there for 20 years and has never seen anything like this before, with the invasion of sail jellyfish weird creatures, whatever they're called. Okay, moving on, and Oxford's 2025 Word of the Year has been revealed, and it's technically a phrase. Now, the term rage bait has been chosen as 2025's winning words after a public vote of more than 30,000 people getting involved. Now, Oxford defines rage bait as online content designed to provoke anger or outrage in order to boost engagement, traffic, or visibility. Now, according to language experts, the use of the term has tripled in the last year. Moving on now, and an Indian darts player recently hit a wasp with a dart. And this was of course very unusual. It was during his first round match at Alexandra Palace. Now, the very unlikely odds occurred when the player hit the wasp with the dart accidentally while it was flying along and he was trying to hit the dart chart, not the wasp. Now, the insect was clipped by the dart in mid-air, knocking it sideways. What are the chances? Okay, and on that note, and that's all from me for now. Thank you very much for joining me. Head over to the website and watch